What's up, YouTube? Alright, well, there are no videos out here now. I know why. There's one doesn't show you anything, but here you go. This is what you need, basically. 14 millimeter. You need it in a quarter-inch, half-inch, eighth-inch drives. You need a U-joint, preferably, or some wobble ratchets. A little white lithium grease, doesn't hurt, brake cleaner. As you can see, I blew through several cans. It calls for 29.5 ounces, so I got about one can to go. This stuff right here actually works pretty nice. It's really expensive though, but this is the major problem. This one here, you cannot get to it, and you cannot see it. Needless to say, it came off easier than it went on. But here you go. First off, take off your wheel. Get it going through the wheel. As you see, I'm up on stands now because that was a must. Also, your bottom cover's got to come off, and I took off my top cover. We'll break several of the bolts. I can guarantee you that. I have bolts with tabs. That's okay. Open up all your doors. I'm going to finish this recharge right now while I'm on it. Make sure we have no leaks. I cannot get this bolt to stop leaking because I am an idiot, I guess, in a way, but not really. It was a minor mistake. I've made them before, either way. Charge your AC in a dark shaded area. Make sure all of your doors are open. Pretty common sense stuff. You should know this by now. We shouldn't be working on cars. Definitely not doing a compressor. Either way, we are cooling inside, I'd say, a little bit. We will need one more can. I put it in about right now, I'd say 14 ounces. So we put in one more can of this. Yeah, it may have 16. So 16, 36, 37, 38, hang on, 16, 26 can, sorry. Yeah, that's about right. So that's, you can see, it takes, sorry. One second. It takes, I had to wipe it on my finger, but it takes HFC 134A, but you can use our 134A, it's the same thing. It's almost identical. So, evap system, you have this car. Got the sideways motor, this is a hell of a job. I will show you what I did. Give me 1 second. Do this charge first. Shake it up good. This is my UV pen. They got peek under here now. We'll just see if we are leaking still. I'm curious a little bit to see. So I know y'all saw me yesterday. I was able to get it off right after fairly easily. Yeah, can y'all see it in there? Maybe not. I don't know. I gotta see myself. And the hose gets away every time. So I'm gonna go back here. You can get a good look at it. Actually, right here. And there you go. Looks like that leak has stopped. It was coming out pretty good, and you can hear it hissing. That's because you can't get in there. I mean, you can't get to that top bolt. Can y'all see that? Right there. You can't get to that guy. Let me see if I can zoom in for you. Insanely crazy. I will say that. I can zoom in. Hard to do all this and hold my hand on once. All right. Can y'all see now? Right up in there is the bolt. We got the tight. This is the bottom one. One above that guy. That's the bottom. So there's one above. Make sure. Yeah, there's one right up here. And that line. Right there, and there's one there. That's one, and then that's one. That's the one that gave me hell. As you can see, I think I ended up putting a lock washer on there. Had that look about right? I think so. And used a grade 10 bolt. Thank me later. Go ahead and jump up. And just have the lock washer on it. Grade 10 bolt, but we have no leaks. We aren't quite charged all the way though. That's one of your compressor bolts. You can see it running through on the other side. So you have two compressor bolts right here. These are not too bad to get to. You got two compressor bolts right here. You got one. Both 14 millimeters. One here. Back your eyes up now. Hang on. Now you got him like how you yelling in the car. So you got one bolt, two bolts up top. Okay, here's the two bolts. Order into the back of this block, directly by the exhaust manifold. Right up in here is one heck of a job. We're not too hard to get to that guy, but above it is another 10 millimeter, two 10 millimeters there. That one above it is pure hell. You can't even see it. Even if I hold it, you can't. I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna zoom in. There y'all can see. I doubt it. It's above that. There's no way to do it. I'm melting my phone on my hand on that exhaust. I ain't trying to do that. Right up in there, I promise you. Behind it. So yeah, you actually go over here sometimes and get a little peek. But yeah, there's no way I can show you on the camera. It's up in there behind the hose. can actually pull the hose back sometimes, move it out the way and finagle it right. I can see it right here, right up in there. If you get a good look, there she is. Get them away a little bit. I'll put the camera on the other side and get the camera, the light on the other side and get y'all on this side. Hey, how about that? That is the other one. Yeah, you can barely see us or a bracket. Either way, there's nothing leaking right now. So I am looking pretty. Now I do have a UV light to do the double checking on the leaks, just to make sure. I'll show you the rest of the things in 1 second. I need to get this thing charged all the way. Right up here, you can check with the UV light. Specifically, want to check, once you charge, give it a check. Basically, right there around those brackets. No green. There's green everywhere, really. Dripping on down, hissing. There's no way to get the top bolt. So you will have to drop off right here, too. Let me show you. When I got from me here, I'll press this charge. But you are going to have to drop off. Okay, this guy, come unplug. Plug it right here, give it an unplug. I don't know why it's so close to it. I'm gonna back it up. There we go. Okay, so unclip that, pull it off. Clip that, pull it off. You got a bracket right here to the wheel wall. You take off your fendering liner, so you've got a bunch of, I think it's T25s maybe, right here, like all through here. Hold on the bumper. Take this bottom cover off. I did, because you got to get access through this part underneath. And then, of course, you have two 14 millimeters over here. Right there. That's what you got to drop down the bracket. Here's 114. Right there's 114. Take the belt off. Half-inch drive. Pull it down, push it up. I just took the belt off the AC compressor, tucked it in. The belt off the AC compressor with the heavy strap. Tuck it up in here, pop it right back on. Pretty easy. Pretty easy stuff. Real cool though, you can see. Now, I diagnosed this compressor because I got free spin it with my hand. The reason you gotta take this also this 10 millimeter off here. Gotta take that off. Right there. Bracket, wherever that bracket is right there. It's 10 millimeter right here, gotta come off. If you don't take it off, if you can't get to the one underneath of it, drop that down just enough. Then there's a 10 millimeter right there, it must come off. Okay, that's pretty much how you do this. And then put everything back. Let me get this charged on. I'll show you all the rest here. In a second, I need to get this cooling. I want this car freezing after all this work, for sure. Hang on 1 second. So the charge port is gonna be right here. Cold charge, high charge. Hang on 1 second. I always shake these cans really good. Now, what happened was, I'll tell you right now, what happened was this, okay? I ended up with the bolt. I'll show you real quick. I ended up actually stripping the, almost stripping it. Not quite, almost. What happened was, I tried to use the ones that came with the compressor, the move. One more tip too. It's right here. You got to set this in. Leave the plastic covers on with the screws. Okay, then use your old ones to put it back and switch up to grade 10 bolts. Is what I did. You're not over tighten these. Also use a lock washer or some thread tight. Okay, this is one you can't get to up top. It's got one clip here. You just simply press in and pop out. If you undo it where it's hooked to the car first, undo it first. You can have room to pull it over into the wheel wall. Easier to access, easier to remove. All right, anyway, doors open for the charge. Let's get ready. Let's freeze this car out of here. Then we'll be all set. How about that? So, put our gauge on, get a good reading right quick. Let's see where we're at. I'm just going to charge. I already know where we're at. After you see it bleach. Right now, we probably need about a whole can, honestly, but we'll see. Make sure I'm right. So it takes that's actually 1.87 pounds. And don't ask me how I know this, but how many ounces in a pound? Anybody know? Oh man, come on guys. Help me out, I'll let y'all think about that. Well, I don't know how many grams it is, but it's in grams, 85 kilograms. Anyway, if you ever smoke the green stuff, you probably know how many ounces it is. So, I know it's 28 grams an ounce. And a QP, a quarter pound. So if you go thinking about it like that, that would mean 4 times 4 is what? 16. It only takes 2 pounds. It's about 20. Did the math on my phone too. About 28.9, 2 ounces. Anyway, plug it in here. Now you tilt this can back and forth as you charge it. Okay. I'll show you how to plug it in. Pass that plugged up. All right, look, it says we're all right, but we're definitely not. I know that for a fact. So we need more AC. That's certain. Go ahead, shake her up some. Now you move it up and down as you go. That's how they say do it. 15 seconds. You go back down. 15 seconds. You go back up. Go down. Getting pretty cool. I don't want to overdo it. Take it a little bit as you go. I like to do that. So, like this. We'll finish off upside down. Now you can at the upper level of the degree. It's okay. You don't want to go too high. I'm loading sills out for sure. Anyway, that's pretty good, I think. So I'm surprised I didn't take a little more. A little bit more. That's all I'm going to do. All right. Now you can read it with the can off. That should be about perfect. It should be freezing cold in this car when I get done with it. Either way, take it off. I'm going to check it like this. Now you take this right here. You can reuse these. Here, so you can plug it back up and check your gauge for your temperature. I'm going to show you something cool too. One way you can tell if it's charged or whatnot is this. You actually go in there and you give it some gas. Hold it down and rev it up. But right now we're going to let it idle. Give it some gas and let it rev. But that's about perfect. And really, it took a little bit less than what it called for. Close to it. Got about 20 in there. So may wait a little while. But you know what? Give it some gas. Let's go check our leak one more time. Finish putting it back on the bottom. Remember, this has back AC also. Slowly idle it up and we'll see how this thing cools us out of here in a second. Feels much better, I know that. Much better. I like to give it gas, helps let that oil circulate through here. I did leave some in my mouth doing it. Either way, hold the throttle up. Let it rev for a little bit. Yeah, but I got it done. That bolt, man, I'll tell you what, it's really difficult. I'll show you, let me show you how I went in there and got to it. It was near impossible. Let's just hopefully it's holding. So far, so good. So we'll see in a second. I'm getting exhausted on it. AC still not as cold as I want it to be, so I can't always trust that gauge. I do know, though, I do trust what it says on Infiniti and how much to put in there. So, if it says to put that in there, you put that in there. Then if you ever notice, right here is, you hit this, it'll give it gas. It'll go up and down. So, I'll let that run for a second. Let's check our release one more time real quick. Make sure nothing started leaking. When I did that adjusting, let's just make sure. How about that? All right, so, well, that's again, you can't really see it in there. So I'm gonna crawl into the middle in a second. See, that looks good. I can see it. I don't think you guys can. Ain't nobody can show you neither. So that looks good in there. Let me show you how I did the ratchet too. So, it looks good up there. Ain't nothing leaking, I can tell. So we're fixed. We're good to go there. Now with the ratchet, okay? Show you how I have to do this. If you watched the other video, you might have seen it. Anyway, I had to go up in here like this. Go up into this part with the ratchet. Let me show you quick. Up in here with the ratchet, okay? Behind this, see that line right there? Don't want to hit this fan. See that line though? So you go on the back side of that line with an extension. You have to go down at an angle to get a flex hit ratchet. You can actually get that, but you have to be careful too. Because there's a line above it that says you have to use extension. Or no U-joint can be used up there. U-joint I use for over here. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this back up, put the bottom on now since we're not leaking. And rock this out the rest of the way. So, any questions? Go see how cold we feel inside real quick. Or go give some more AC. Good, finish off that can at least. I just want to see, personally, how we feel. Definitely getting better. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and try to get some more. Give it a little gas. Get it cooled down some. If it ain't freezing out of here, it ain't worth it. So I got to get it colder either way. All right, so you guys got done with that Nissan also. Check that video out if you have a Nissan. It's a good video. I'm trying to see how to get that light to go off. Well, I needed a couple tools for this job, so it worked out well. So I'm gonna go and put some more in. The gauge clearly isn't right all the way. Oopsie. So there you go. Fill up a little bit more. And go from there. Here with the rest of it. All right. Anyways, peace. Like and subscribe. This goes on the fender, just like that. Remember, screws up along the sidewalls. Screws up along here. Up underneath. That's that piece. This piece underneath here. All tabs. 30 screws, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And they're all a T20. All right. Like and subscribe if that helps. Help me get some love back. I didn't see any of your videos out here, so I did this for you guys. Chill out with them. Peace. Looking good, man. You guys stop leaking. No more leaking.